And we are back. So, last we left off, the expedition has met an interesting conclusion in this battle on the road against what appears to be a conglomeration of cultists and mutants, warped by the Changebringer, as you would have heard them say more than once at the time. All of you affected in various such ways, so much so that I need to find my mutation table real fast.
That's right. I'm resistant to chaos.
Are you resistant to chaos?
No.
You're not. Some people there's
I
resistance
know
you can
Seamus
get.
was, I think.
Yeah, that is an actual resistance you can get. Let me find my table.
I am chaos.
Shit, we gotta kill you.
Boom. Okay, got it. All right. So, you guys all experienced everyone experienced a minor corruptive source from being in the presence of these demons. Some of you more so than other. Wolfram should probably be like super exposed. He already got 2.2 corruption points already, but we'll roll for demonic corruption now as well. So I need everybody for a minor exposure to roll me a. This will be a endurance test. Well, actually, no. Excuse me. These were Zinchian. It'll be a cool test from all of you,
Okay.
including Wolfram.
Okay.
Is this to receive a point?
This is if you are not going to get a point of corruption or not.
Okay. Well,
I believe a
point.
2 against a
Oh no.
53 will work.
Yeah, you're good, Doc.
That was a well-spent fate point.
Fortune, Henry. Goddamn,
Whatever.
stop saying fate.
That's not a fortune point.
I'm gonna reroll as well.
I went from a 77 to a 2.
Ouch. Oh, you got a 2 as well. Nice. Good job.
Shit.
Luther?
Is that a critical success, Luther?
It is critical
Okay.
success.
Nice.
But I lose corruption.
So,
You
so if
gain
it's
double
piety. Under
I gain piety.
So who?
double under your goal.
So who
Double
failed?
number. Yeah, okay.
I failed.
Wolfram
You
failed.
did.
Lucian, did you fail?
It was a straight pass.
Straight pass. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah. If you just have a pass, you're good. If anybody failed, they get 1 point of corruption.
Where do you track your corruption? Just somewhere?
There's an area where it says corruption and mutation on the second page.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And so you just need to tick whenever you get a point. So Wolfram has 3 points of corruption.
Oh, there it says here.
Wolfram's not doing well. Wolfram also is currently unconscious and smoldering.
Yeah.
His neck has been ripped open where creatures were trying to pull their way out of his body, but then due to some events, they turned to ash inside of him.
We didn't see that, though.
Yeah. So you
Some
do see
traces of magic on his body that I can see.
nasty wounds on his throat.
Mm.
Traces on him? Luther?
Well, specifically around his neck. Like, do I kind of tell like what caused the?
I've been looking this up now. I can have you make perception tests, Luther, involving your magic. So let's go ahead and do that.
Let's do it, bro. $46. Damn it, I had 27.
Nope. You look over him. It's hard to tell because there's lots of like chaotic influences on the ground, and as everything's beginning to settle, like all the magic is beginning to die down and flutter away back to its more limited state that it has been most of the journey. You can tell that Wolfram is not okay, obviously. Your two nomadic companions, Azim and one of the other guards, are currently like grabbing a hold of the fallen, charred body of the other desert wind that fell during the battle, kind of like like moving him towards the carts to probably deal with that. What are you guys doing right now?
Is there like garment or can I use sand to kind of like put the fire out on
Yes. Yeah, you
Well,
grab
You could use a stick, perhaps.
Yeah, if you got a stick, you can poke him.
Luther has one.
It's an inside
That's
joke.
a rise
from
joke.
Last campaign.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Would I be able to make a heal
Yes.
test?
Yes, you can.
Any particular modifiers to this?
We'll do the normal. You guys are out of combat, so just the normal plus 20.
Cool.
So did he put out my blazing condition, or do I still have that?
Yeah, that's
going on?
already. Yeah, that's already.
Okay.
You're good on that.
That will
Is
be...
that a pass?
That's not a pass.
Yeah, well, he's got a plus 20 to the roll.
Yeah.
Oh. Is your heal 45?
No, but it's 43.
Damn.
Too short. You're not able to get Wolfram up, Lucian. You pat him down, you look him over, you begin to kind of spot treat him out, but unfortunately, there's nothing you can do at the moment.
Henry walks over. I know some.
Henry walks over. Henry's, man, I've been asleep for 3 days, but I'm here now.
Different character.
It sounded like.
As I squat down, I'll look over to Lucian. What was that? As I check the injuries on this man. For 14 out of, if it's a plus 20, it's a 14 out of 53.
All right. As Henry reaches down to look at Wolfram.
And I have bandages if needed.
Yeah, you won't need it. You begin to patch up some of the more gobbly bits. They've mostly been singed, but between Henry and Lucian, Wolfram, you do recover whatever Henry's. It's your intelligence bonus plus your success levels.
That is 6. No, 5.
So 5. You recover 5 wounds, Wolfram.
That's almost full health for me.
And you come to consciousness.
Henry will turn around and look to Luther and Lucian and do you know where we are?
Yeah, not far from Nashik. We should make haste, no?
What is this Lashik?
You've been out a while, my friend. We have trekked across the desert. This is Hasim. Hasim, please come here.
Yes. I'm Hazim. You have been incapacitated most of the journey.
They're part of a group called the Desert Wind. Nomadic tribe of some sort. We rescued them after our battle on the beach. We have a giant white snake. We have a fair amount of money now. And over there is Lashik, as he points towards Lashik.
Again.
I believe he called it the city of Corsairs.
How far is it from our destination?
Pretty far. Sudenberg is, my understanding, quite far from Lashik. However, though, we're hoping to meet up with our sailing expedition. Hopefully, we're not sure. Took a gamble, went this way. Apparently, they were first supposed to head to Kofa, but that would have been 2 days that way, the opposite direction. So we decided to go this way, cut them off. Hopefully, they'll stop here for port, and we can rejoin our benefactors.
Right.
You see a chill in Luther's voice. He thinks about his mistress. Yes. Welcome back, Henry. You seem to be quite unwell for a while there. A lot of moaning and holding your tummy.
Yes. Well, if everyone's ready to move, so off we go. Your name was Luther, was it?
It is. Yes.
Yes, you're the.
Luther Steinhauer.
It appears you're more than just a coal boy.
Yes, I felt some power back there. I've not really felt that before. That was the first time for me. I'm not sure exactly what happened myself. I was
It
able
was
to
good
catch
for
dark.
us, if that's what you're asking.
Yes. Thank you. I don't know what came over me. I just heard a voice I haven't heard in a very long time. As he clutches his necklace, medallion-like thing that's kind of warped and melted a little bit.
What's it look like? Do I recognize it? Do we know what it is?
It doesn't have any symbols as far as like gods or. It seems to be made of like a silver. It's obviously like warped and not like well kept. There's coal over it, dust and stuff like that. But there seems to be like almost a locket at the center, and it appears like it can't open, like it's closed and it's melted shut. But yeah, that's what it looks like. He's kind of holding it. It looks like it has, ornate kind of metal work on it that would seem to be like you would find in like a shopping district or something like that.
At least are you familiar with these things we fought?
I've never seen one of these things before. I have studied in the library some. I'm not the best student, unfortunately. My master says I don't remember what these things are. I've never seen it. Perhaps it was in one of her lessons. Sometimes I get real tired and I fall asleep. And then she hits me.
Do we see? Does it look like there's anything of value that the mutant cultists were carrying?
You going to
Is there anything
roll the bodies?
Yeah, or
right.
They have pack animals or what?
No, they did not. They look like when you approach them, they look like beggars. Like they look like they had nothing. Looking them over after the fact, you would find a similar totem on all of their persons. It appears to be some kind of very ornately carved metallic bird with mirrors for eyes, like a mirror-like substance for eyes. In addition to that, what was that?
Was it an eagle?
It does not look like an eagle. Regardless, though, as you look at them, you notice that two of the bodies, specifically one of the mutants that Nog cleaved through, and the Magus, while they are dismembered and destroyed in various ways, all of them, one of the eyes on each of these corpses is open and tracks movement as people walk by, as if the eye is still like part of a living creature.
Are you done, Lucian, looking at these things?
Allow me to make sure of something. I'm going to take one of my daggers and just kind of go around and extinguish all of the
Stick
remaining
one of them.
roving eyeballs.
Yeah, the eyes all have purple irises, like purple, like blue almost. And you go over and you stab one, like the mutant or the magus. Which one do you want to?
So I'll start with the magus.
Okay, go with magus and you stab the eyeball. As you do, you hear a screech as if something squeals in pain. As you dig into it, you're, oh, and there's like a bubbling of like fluid that slicks up the blade. And as you wrench it free, the eye begins to wither upon itself like a grape, turning into a raisin, and then just kind of like turns into like goop in the empty socket.
Nog, could you gather all the bodies in one place?
Like your stomach.
I wasn't.
I'll be eating any of these, but
They're probably
No,
spoiled.
why not
Yeah,
Nog?
my bad,
gather
sorry.
them. Oh gosh, no! He saw way too much crap pop out of these things. He's not risking a corruption.
You might get
just
like a twofer, Nog. You eat
no,
multiple of them.
no.
Climbs out
Gotta
your mouth.
Pile up all the bodies so we can set them on fire.
Okay.
Yes, we would like to ignite them on fire.
Huzzah! Luther begins to burn the bodies.
There's a lot of hand motions and stuff, which are
Flamboyant.
unnecessary. I don't know if you guys know how magic is performed. You don't need to in this world to move your hands. But Luther is moving his hands anyway, and then a little fire, and I mean like a little fire, I just kind of go.
Theatricality.
Kind of like floats out, and then
Yeah, it's just a little.
Perfect.
Yeah.
with enough time, the bodies catch. They were already slightly burned anyway, and there's a decent mutant pile ignited.
Luther grows stronger.
There is, yeah, that's true. You feel strong enough coming out.
I can kill all of them now.
There were a collection of several like daggers. Most of them appear to be they have disturbing imagery wrought upon them. I don't know if you guys would like to collect any of those. It's up to you.
Heresy.
A common motif is they all have eyes etched into them.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Just crab killer's all I need.
All right.
Crab slayer.
Crab slayer. As the bodies are burned and the desert wind attends to their fallen, they wrap him, seal him, and they kind of like perform like a short ceremony and bury him in the sands. They say a couple words over him and look over towards Nog, and Hazim says, "Big one, please, if you come back this way, do not eat our friend."
No.
We appreciate it. That was horrible experience. We should move forward.
Agreed.
We begin moving towards.
Get back on the wagons.
Get back on the wagons. It's a little more. It's not. It's everybody's a little on edge after everything that's happened. All of you've kind of suffered some injuries. You begin moving towards the Sheik proper. It takes the most of the afternoon, and almost like you're getting to the point where it's beginning. The sun's starting to set. Hasn't set yet, but it's beginning to. When you find the city begins to come into view. There is a large wall that encompasses the city, and it is a port city. So it's built into the shoreline, and there's a hundreds of ships at this that are in port, and a lot of them sailing in and out into the sea, into the Grand Ocean. But what you see before you as you approach is a massive, sprawling city full of not just one port, but 2, 3, 4 ports, large structures, a very sprawling slums. You see palaces. You see a massive market, possibly from the great slave trade that dominates the primary resources of this city. Here, thousands of slaves of all races and creeds are brought and sold in an open-air market surrounded by tents of silk and limitless luxuries. The Sheik is known as the city of Corsairs, and it is as beautiful as it is treacherous. As you approach the main gate, you see standing upon the ramparts towards the top of the gate are guards, are some kind of garrison, and Hazim kind of like points them out and says, everyone, we must be careful what we do as we approach. My people are not welcome within the walls. You will have to go on your own. And as you get closer, the one of the guards kind of like hails out. They give a greeting to all of you. Hazim responds. All of the guards appear to be wearing very heavy armor of some kind, draped with with brightly colored cloth and other more Arabic style, I guess I'd call it like that. And none of them are wearing helmets. They're wearing kind of like elaborate turbans. They appear to have large shields and spears, most of them. These large gates made of appears to be solid stone. Most of the walls made of stone is pushed outwards. And a small contingent of 6 guardsmen kind of like funnel out from the inside. A individual dressed in a more what Henry, Lucian, and Wolfram, you guys would recognize as more of like a captain-like figure, has a large scimitar on his, like, holstered on his hip instead of a spear. He walks up towards Hazim and begins speaking back and forth. And after a few moments, the man turns towards whoever's in the front wagon. "What is your business in Lashik?" he says in broken Reichspiel.
We're looking for more ships from the Empire.
"What is it you bring with you?" as he looks back towards your caravan.
Apparently we have a large snake.
Potentially a great prize, but only for those who have the right price. Perhaps there is one of power, leadership here.
He says something to his companions who begin to move forward. "We shall search."
Have at it.
Be careful about the cage back there. It will be dangerous.
The several guards begin to move towards the actual wagons, the caravan wagons. They approach the first wagon and begin to kind of look it over, spotting the obvious loot that you guys have collected, as well as it's very obvious the second wagon full of dead bodies, salted dead bodies, I might add.
Yeah, forgot about that one.
They move towards it and they call back towards the guard captain. Says, "You bring plague into my city, death,
We were told we could sell the bodies here for medical research.
They are expertly preserved.
Yes.
Somebody
There's
needs
no
to be persuasion.
contamination.
This is ridiculous.
Do they find me attractive?
Oh, God, I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. Here it comes. Why not?
Wait, do we need
Why not?
do we need to charm these guys?
Yes, somebody needs to charm.
All right, I tend to be pretty good at. We have heard many things about the schools here that they might be interested in these bodies. Please, the Wind of the Desert has made sure they are safe. I think I have a fortune point left, actually, to go with my last fate point. I'd like to use it.
Damn. That was bad.
Go ahead.
No, I don't. I did already use it. No,
Yes,
that's not
did.
true. I used it last time, yeah.
They look at you,
All right.
Wolfram. They look at you. But as they were going to, listen to Luther, but then you decided to speak up. They found
They
the
found
charm.
me the charm normally.
That's fine. Wolfram, as you spiel all this, one of the guards points towards Wolfram in particular, his throat. The wound looks nasty. The captain gets close. We do not allow mutants in our city. You have sickness in you.
'Tis but a battle injury, just a flesh wound.
Azim begins to talk to him in their language, their native language. And all the guardsmen look pretty stiff, and they begin to walk back towards the open gate. Azim walks back towards all of you. I have tried to smooth this over. They wish to turn you away and send you into the desert to die.
Oh, damn it, Azim.
However, it is tradition in our great country to pay individuals off when other means become useless. Should you give him things, they will let you pass.
I was going to suggest a bribe from the start, actually, but do we have? Who has the gold, Luther? You have yeah.
Well, it's in the wagon, but yeah, I mean, yeah. It seems fair to me, unless anyone objects.
As a mercenary,
I reckon I can aid him.
Bribes.
No, please. I don't think that would be prudent.
Later, maybe.
Hasim, how much does he require?
He did not give price. He said you better make it worth his while.
Hasim, what if I were to ask you if you think it would be appropriate or not? What about this amulet? As I pull out the amulet, it's worth 6 gold according to my notes.
This is a beautiful piece.
It's be insulting to you.
He looks towards the guard.
Can we not just give them
I
the
can
snake?
escort the gift. Suggest heavily that they take it.
He looks towards the guard captain. Says, I would not recommend that particular piece. It bears the mark of individuals that trade frequently through here.
Very well. Perhaps 3 gold. Is that a lot? Yeah.
Yes and no. For whole caravan, no.
Is there something amongst our valuables that you think would be appropriate?
I say if it was me, I give him whole sack, and I go about my way.
Oh, the whole sack.
We can sell the
Damn.
snake and get a true prize.
Yes,
This is
true.
just baubles.
Yeah, in no position to haggle.
We're mercenaries. Money
Look
comes
where
and
they have-
goes. If we don't give it now, we will spend it later at the brothel anyways.
Very well, very well. What choice do we have? Azim, take this to him with our well wishes.
Grabs a hold of it and then walks it back to the guard captain, who takes it and kind of opens it and motions his men. They move aside, and you were allowed to pass into the city of Corsairs.
Do we need to cover those bodies? Like
We're
a
gonna sell
tarp?
them.
Is there like a
Apparently you're
tarp
gonna
to
sell
throw
them.
not
over the
co- are they not
bodies?
covered?
No, they're uncovered.
Oh,
The only wagon you had that was covered was the one with the snake. It's
Snake.
covered.
Yeah.
As you
Yeah.
begin to move into the city of Corsairs,
Our corpse card.
you do. You have a literal corpse cart as you're bringing in within.
very Monty Python thing.
Bring out your dead.
I'm not dead yet.
What is your heading within these walls?
To the docks.
Going towards the docks?
Find our whereabouts of the party.
Okay. So we're heading towards the
Question mark?
docks then.
Maybe.
I assume that'd probably be a place for trade as well.
Yeah. You begin to move towards the docks. It is, getting late. Like the sun will be setting soon. Making your way in that direction, it takes you quite some time to maneuver. You being unfamiliar with the city, you have no guides. You have no one because Hazim has to bid you farewell at the gate. He's not allowed. Him and his people are not allowed within the walls.
Goodbye, Hazim.
Yeah, as he waves you on, he says,
No equality in this city.
May the Jinn protect you, and should our paths cross, you will find great fortune. And he walks, and then him and his companions walk out into the desert.
Such a nice man.
You would see that there is a fair amount of poverty in this region, almost as if the city is split between. There's a small like a seawall around halfway that marks kind of like the halfway point in parts of the city. And you notice on the opposite side of the seawall are all of the sprawling palaces, like the nicer districts. On the other side, which the majority of the city is, it's almost squalor in most places. There are sounds of thousands of people walking the streets, even this late in the afternoon. Smells of cooking food, as well as piss and shit and animals and everything that comes with a big city of this caliber. You guys are going shoulder to shoulder a lot of times with just foreigners. You being foreigners, a lot of locals. You start to see other people from other parts of the world here as well. You see a contingent of like Bretonnian mercenaries walking by at one point. But easy enough to make your way towards the docks. It is a massive landmark. On your way there, you see several people begging for food. Most of them are missing their right hands, and they're kind of like pedaling them with one hand. Some of them missing several fingers, digits. You pass by a few small alcoves set off that have strange smells wafting out of them. That if you are more interested in, let's just call it extraneous activities, opium den, one might say, it might be a place that you'd like to visit. You do also come across, at one point, a rather well-looking, it almost looks like kind of like a hostel, a little bit. And there's a sign written in both Arabian and in like Reichspiel that lists it as a alms house. And it looks like there are lots of poor people, like destitute looking, like dirty people going in and out, like and coming out with food and other things of the sort. There are a number of almost like young gang-ish people that you kind of walk by at a certain point. You guys are getting in the rougher part of town. You walk across a couple brothels, as well as a handful of taverns. Nothing overly interesting. But as you make it towards the docks, you hear a bellowing like roar of like cheers coming from a massive, what appears to be almost like a it looks like at one point it was a place where you like repair ships, like right on the sea, like like what do they call that? You know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyways, it's like a big warehouse.
A dry dock?
Yeah, like a dry. There we go. Like it used to be like a dry dock that has been retrofitted into something else. There's no ship like parked anywhere nearby it or anything of that sort. And there is a massive looking ogre sitting at what appears to be an entrance to whatever this is. You see individuals coming in and out. Some of them kind of like enraptured, like in pure joy, and some of them also just in sorrow. You hear shouts of voices and the smacking of flesh. There's probably some kind of fight happening within. Making it to the dock itself, you were stopped by a rotund Arabian with a head wrapping, missing 3 fingers on his left hand, and he seems to carry some kind of ornate dagger that's like tucked into his like sash about his belt, as well as a large pistol in a holster on his hip. With what fingers he still has jeweled rings upon them, and a ruby necklace is nestled in his hairy chest that is exposed. There are a number of other sailors and whatnot moving back and forth. As he looks towards you and your small caravan. What is which ship do you need to transport these to?
We are looking for a ship, actually.
Yes, what is its name?
It came from Lucchini on its way to Sudenburg.
There are many ships heading for many places. This is one of the biggest ports in all of the world. You must be more specific.
I don't know what the other ship names were.
You do not know ship name. I cannot help you.
Anyone from the Empire come through here?
You look over and you see a handful of sailors that look like they're from the Empire.
Yeah, I walk over to them.
Good riddance. He waves his hand as you walk away, Henry.
Nog's gonna need a place to get his arm fixed too. Let's not forget. I'm gonna end up with a bad arm.
Luther, before we go, is just going to say, are you aware of a Dieter Hellwig coming into port?
I know you are less civilized people, but it is unhealthy to not state your name when speaking to someone new with respect.
Apologies. My name is Luther Steinhauser, and your name?
I'm Faram Falzula, Dock Master of the Third Ward. He gives like a little bow as he says his name.
What was his name one more time?
Faram Farazula. This Henry's just over there walking away. Didn't give his name, didn't ask his. Going to talk to some Empire sailors.
Gonna go talk to some of my people.
Mr. Hazula, Dockmaster. My name is Wolfram Kistler. It is a great pleasure to meet your acquaintance. I beg of you, sir, just a boon. Have you seen any large ships full of soldiers from foreign lands? I know many ships come here, but perhaps you have seen a ship or two that has full of soldiers. That is all I ask.
Just this day, we have 10 war galleon leave. Just this day.
Oh,
You need specifics. This is not good. Do you need help loading? Do you need help selling? As he points towards your caravan.
we do. Oh, we have many. How do you say? Items for medical research at the school here. I've heard of the doctor school here.
You blow smoke up my ass. That's no medical, but those rotting bodies.
They are rotting bodies.
The good place to sell, and he points over towards the pit fighters that you guys had passed. You take it to the pit of blades, and they dispose of body for you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I hope I can repay the favor to you.
Is this it? You need something else? A busy man.
We have heard that there was, I believe, a leader here of this town, a sultan, I believe it is called.
Yes, is a sultan.
We heard he had a menagerie, exotic beasts.
Yes, Sultan Bashir al-Ashik. He is, down here in the third ward, we call him the antiquarian.
Antiquarian. We do have something that might pique his interest. Is there some place that we can sell
See, his
animal?
eyes kind of gleam a little bit. You have something for Sultan, huh? You
Perhaps.
get access to Sultan, maybe for aid. For a small price.
For a small price? What was your fee as being an intermediary?
A mere 50-50.
As you are very charming and apparently a very influential man, surely you must know that's a little steep of an introduction fee.
I don't. You new to town. I try to help you.
Yes, and we are grateful. Perhaps 15%.
It would be such a shame for you to lose out on 20% of our fee by making an offer that we surely cannot match of 30 or more.
It's disgraceful. Disgraceful the way you speak to me.
Oh, please. No, I mean no disrespect.
Did you just make 3 offers in one?
You did.
He
One
did.
pitch?
Did
I'm
you
using
just
my perfect
upsell?
pitch.
15. No, I'll do 20. I will do 30.
And he also said,
No,
he
no,
also
no,
said
no, no.
earlier,
That's not what
he
I
also
said.
said
though. I
earlier
actually
that
said,
his eyes are cold with hot fury. So you know.
yeah. No, what I said is that it'd be a shame for him to ask for 30 or more and lose out on 20%.
But being greedy.
All of this. First,
This is why Henry walked away.
this is very unconventional means of speaking in Lashik. Mostly we talk one man to man, one to one. We don't talk group to man. That's strange.
Apologies.
Nog kind of walks up and introduces himself. It's Nog Throat Ripper. Says,
Big man.
Luther, what's the offer? 15% sounds pretty fair to me.
You let Ogre do dealing for you.
No.
Sometimes the ogre's hungry.
He just begins like laughing at you adamantly. Hey, he says something in Arabian to some of the other sailors nearby, and he starts points towards Nog, and they all go, and they just point fingers at the party of you, laughing hysterically.
It's awesome.
Well, I'm sorry. It seems 50%. It's just too steep for a price.
What you have anyway?
It's unimportant, and probably the Sultan wouldn't even want it. We just wanted to see, just uh, dip our toes in the water, as it were.
Of course.
Um,
Of course. Farambuna
you've been
Press.
so helpful to us already. We were going to offload these bodies at the pit of blades. Is that what it was called?
Pita blades. You need to ask for Horin free water. You take them off you.
So helpful, Dockmaster. We greatly appreciate it. Perhaps we will see each other again.
I hope so. You funny men, all of you, and
Yes.
ogre.
Yes.
And just as the caravan moves on the way by, Nog is gonna crop dust him.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's foul. It's foul. Oh. Stumbles away, clutching his face in disgust. As you move towards the pit of blades, you see the large ogre at its doorway. The sounds of roaring cheers once again. And as they do, none of the party notices as several individuals at the docks peel away from what they were doing and begin to slowly follow the caravan as it moves. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of the Expedition of the Damned.
That doesn't sound good.
I'll get robbed in the streets.
Nah, of course not.
But we're going to an arena? Is that right?
I don't know.
That
I guess
sounds
we'll
like
find
it.
out.
Oh. Nog could throw down. He really does need to get that arm looked at, though.
Yeah, that probably would be wise.
Well, let's do favorite moments of the night.
All right.
Let's start with Henry.
The moments Luther went from a boy to a man. It started floating in the air as he counterspelled multiple times.
Dude, I didn't like it.
And then he, took out like 4 people in one go.
I didn't like it.
All of a sudden, he woke up in combat. It's like, I'm here to fuck shit up.
No.
I have evolved into a man.
It's somebody with a dart.
True, he hit a dart
Ooh.
skill finally.
So the dart, that was my favorite moment.
It was glorious. All this time, he was just a boy that shoveled coal and apparently made water.
I make water.
Oh, God.
Now look at him.
Oh God.
How about old Nog? Favorite moments of the night, Nog?
Oh yeah, definitely. So seeing this mix of Luther go Super Saiyan / fully realized Avatar, and smoke all this magic. Surprise demon eggs coming out of mutant corpses. That was pretty cool. And getting a 3-for-1 slaughter. That was pretty sweet.
That was good.
Sweet. It's a slog to get to the city only to be told to fuck off twice.
Hey. Welcome to the Bay of Corsairs. How about Lucian?
I think it might have been just the flavor of the mutant cultists. The 2-headed guy, the tentacles, the moving, seeing eyes, even in death. It was very, very creepy. I quite enjoyed it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yes, Zinch is creepy and I love him. How about Wolfram?
Let me think. Zeech is probably my favorite Chaos God. I remember just reading about it, way back in the day when they published Lost in the Dam. How I thought it was so cool, and just the idea of the blue horrors and all that was pretty sweet. I not super stoked about what's been happening to Wolfram, but it is kind of cool and it's very Warhammer. So I mean, I can appreciate that. I also did like the little bit of roleplay that we had just in the city. I like the fact that we were able to bribe our way in. I like the interaction with the I can't say his name, but the guy who just
The Dark Master.
basically insulted us, the Dockmaster. Yeah, I liked all that. So, and trying to trick him, like, has there been any warships? Like, no, there's been 10, dude. Be more specific. So, I don't know. It was, I thought it was a pretty well-rounded episode, man. I mean, we had a lot of heavy combat that was pretty sweet.
Yes, we did.
And it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna defeat this guy. So, oh shit, there's 2 of them now. I mean, I thought that was fucking awesome, actually. So, all in all, it was a pretty great, lot of little favorite moments to make it just an all-around favorite episode, actually.
Good.
Hmm?
Luther.
My favorite was
Himself.
probably being able
There
to,
we go.
yes, myself. Probably
I am your savior.
cast.
I bring you food, water.
Yes. I bring you food, water, and death. But yes, being able to cast Fate of Buna and actually cast a spell felt good. To actually cast the actual spell, and not just like dart and failing. You know, so casting spring is pretty cool. Yeah, get some water, but it's just not the same as some of those spells. You know, those
That's
are cool.
it.
I can't wait till I get more access to
It's not the same.
more spells. So it was fun.
I'll try to be better prepared for more spellcasting stuff next time.
It's tough.
A lot of rules.
A lot of rules.
A lot of rules.
Yeah.
If I had a favorite moment, let's see here. I did enjoy the look on several people's faces when the blue horrors ripped themselves out of the mutant. It was fantastic. What? No! No!
It was bad.
Or I did warn you guys. I said, hey, if anybody drops 0 hit points while they're on fire, it'd be really bad.
That's
It would
true.
happen the same
Yeah.
round.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It was inevitable, man.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, oh no! Oh no! Yeah, it says literally in the spell description, you instantly die as 2 blue horrors claw their way out of your flesh. So
Lovely.
I guess it's a good thing too that the fires didn't ignite Wolfram's gunpowder on fire.
Well,
Yeah.
and it isn't just that,
Exploded.
it isn't just that they, didn't you like young Henry noted, what happens if we kill these? Are there going to be more? And then we're all just brain sucking,
I love it.
zombies or whatever.
Brain sick zombies. Gross.
I didn't like that we forgot to pick up my pistol, but maybe we'll find another one.
You
Uh,
you didn't pick it up.
Damn it, Wolfram!
Did we forget or did you forget?
Yeah, who forgot what? Oh.
You were aroused to consciousness.
I would probably say I would assume.
I would
probably
assume
picked it
you
up.
picked
No,
up.
I mean
Yeah.
it's me. It was more of a joke, but
I would
it's all right.
Yeah.
I would assume you picked it up. You guys
Yeah.
took time to roll the corpses, so.
Yeah.
Regardless, though, as far as a viewer decision is concerned, we didn't quite make it to our benefactor that is in the city. Combat lasted way longer than I thought it was going to. Mostly because I didn't realize the full implications of the Flames of Tzeentch until it happened. And I was like, oh shit, this is actually a lot more than I thought it was going to be. So, with that in place, as far as this week's viewer decision, I would like to know the affiliation of the individuals tracking our caravan. You have a smorgasbord of options here. By smorgasbords, I mean 3 options. They could be more cultists of a certain Tzeentchian faction. They could be your common everyday bandits on the prowl. Or perhaps, just perhaps, they are something more nefarious. That's about as much as I'll give away.
Fuck Skaven, bro.
So let me know down in the comment section which you guys would prefer. Do make sure to, of course, like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And of course, check out Mr. Dan Decker. We've got links down in the description to all of his plethora
All
of
the
things he
things.
does. There's lots of shit down there.
Many
Got all that
things.
going. Do also make sure you vote. Make sure you vote. We'd love to read the comments. A certain individual in the party is on top of it. I'm on top of it as best I can.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. And we get it done. We get it done, and we'd love to hear from you. So go ahead and make sure you vote for next time. And that's going to be that. So thank you guys very much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a good day.